Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the stream. And welcome, Ducky. Thanks for showing up. Have you watched my Bloodborne PvP before? If you've ever watched my Elden Ring PvP, this build is the Bloodborne version of that build. It's a little less as good because there's less magic in this game than there is in Elden Ring. I'm gonna totally accidentally heal when I'm trying to interact with stuff, and because I've been playing Elden Ring. So we're definitely gonna fuck up a lot, probably, unfortunately. I was there for the torch PvP, yeah. I wish I would sit down and take the time to edit some clips and make YouTube videos, because I keep not doing that. Oh, that's right, I was supposed to use my axe and charge a heavy. Okay. There's no way we're already getting invaded, is there? That's crazy. Like I said, Bloodborne, weirdly, I think it's because there's only 2 zones. Bloodborne is weirdly more active. Yay! Oh, the only problem is I'm probably gonna get that guy again in a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna have to, after we fight a couple times, I'm gonna have to block him for rotation purposes. Dark Souls 2 Coliseum equivalent is kind of active, but PvP is just nightmare to do invasions for it, yeah. Yeah, with Elden Ring, everything is so spread out that even with the Wex Dust mod implemented into the base game, you know, there's still a long wait in between most invasions. And the server has to, like, for whatever reason, the server has to recognize you. Which is annoying. So sometimes you just sit there for like the first 10 to 20 minutes getting no invasions until you finally start getting like on a roll a little bit. Resonates with another. Yeah. Really? Fuck. See, the problem with this guy and his playstyle is that he just he doesn't use the gun, so his only option is to run at you as fast as possible and spam one of his triggers. Which is predictable, but also if you try to switch it up on him to do anything that isn't just backing up and hitting a button as well, then you are risking letting him kill you by doing his one trick thing that he does. Which is the unfortunate thing when it comes to like 3 or 4 different weapons in this game. Because that's how they all kind of are. Those weapons. Like the Whirligig Saw. That and the Ligarius Wheel. You can be unique with those weapons, but it's harder to do that. Or you could do what Fungineer does and glitch so that you have the gun while you're using those, and that you shoot while you have the Whirligig or the Bloodletter or the... I don't know if you can do it with the wheel. I've never seen anyone do it with the wheel, but I'm sure you can. Turn, oh wheel. Here we go. Now, if it's him again, we gotta block him for rotation purposes. See, it's unfortunately very boring to fight. Like, how is that fun for you? And he's dead. Oh, whoops. Elden Ring reflex. Alright. Now we block him. Because not only do we keep getting only him, but he also has an extremely boring playstyle, unfortunately for him. You know what's funny? Ducky, you probably weren't there yesterday, but I feel like sharing this. I maxed out rune arcs on my Bladesinger wizard build in Elden Ring. I have killed roughly 650 some probably people on that character. The rest are all base game rune arcs that I never popped, because I never pop rune arcs even in the base game PvE. I mean, I kind of do sometimes. It depends on the hardness of the boss. But like when I'm making a build, I don't really pop rune arcs because I'm not going to be fighting any hard bosses without cheesing them. So there's no reason to pop a rune arc. He has no care for his own safety. Yeah, that too. He holds forward. He will just blitz you down. Yeah. Exactly, which is why we blocked him. Because as you saw in that second attempt, he was really easy to predict by that point. Sometimes you gotta just disconnect the resonance and then the game will connect you, but also sometimes it doesn't. Time for charging forth. Oh, hello. 4 p.m. Joey Bago Vermin. Damn, you got a Bloodborne name. That's crazy. Is it a weird time for someone who works from home? Luckily for me, I work from home. And luckily people from all over the world have a possibility to view my stream. But thanks for stopping by, Joey. Means a lot. We got Officer Booty. Hopefully you'll get to enjoy some fun Bloodborne shenanigans. Oop. Oops, I don't have the right gun out. No! Damn it. No way, he's laggy. There it is. GG. Huawei, new guy. That guy's name is Officer Booty. Yeah, absolutely amazing name from that guy. Agreed. Oh shit, that's Ducky saying new guy. Okay. I thought it was Joey saying I'm new, and I was like, oh well, I wouldn't say new. I just don't talk very much in that Discord. If that's where you're from, Joey, I don't know if you're from the Bloodborne Discord or not. I posted my link in there because people do that all the time. I'm gonna go read some comics. See you later, guys. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, Ducky. Watching the Liza P stream and hanging out for a little bit of the Bloodborne one. Have fun reading and have a good day. Jeez. Dude's got indigestion. Alright. Just so everybody knows, because it seems like we have a couple people in here. Emotes are free for followers. You got a couple, 3 or 4 free follower emotes if you like any of those. They are free for a follow. Create a blood letter. Really? That didn't hit him? Come on. Probably gonna lose this. No way. Dude, I hate when it makes the noise that it's connecting. Okay. GG. You were kind of passive, but GG. Not really a fan of people who dodge 3 times before they hit. Or Bloodletter, the weapon. I hope I get a few different invasions in between me and that guy. So, also something I should preface with is that if I face someone 3 times in a row, or 3 times in a very short period of time, I typically block them to get them out of my rotation. Oops. Oh well. So I'll probably fight that guy 2 more times before I block him. That's an interesting interesting brain hurt. Wow. Snow, I just noticed in the Discord, said I joined the stream and 4 attempts later he beats the boss. You're welcome. All right. This is 2. We get him a 3rd time, especially in a row. Okay. GG. Oh, I did it again. I know that I'm supposed to not hit OK. We would have connected. It's just my, like, knee-jerk reaction to hit OK when a pop-up like that comes up. Oh. Excuse me. Can't stop belching. Oh, what's up? Karan again. Bloodborne, let the blood flow. Hell yeah. Welcome back. We, I don't know if you stayed for it or not, but we beat, the boss. If you care to go watch it, it's on the VOD. It's on the VOD or the playlist on YouTube. Yoke Phasure. But yeah, I was able to beat him with the setup that I was using. I switched to... I think I can live? Yes. Okay. GG. Congratulations, man. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to honestly put that game to rest for now. It was cool, but I did not want to keep having to fight that boss for multiple streams beyond this one, so good to have done it and got it recorded and, you know, say that I was able to do it without any kind of real, like, I didn't really cheese him anyway. I didn't summon. So, you know, it feels good. Might be jumping on Wolong in a couple days. It depends. Because one, I really do, I'm going to be moving, and because of the nature of my job, my transition into a new job, because I'm moving and quitting my current job. It's a peaceful quit out. It's not a I'm not like quitting negatively. It's a send off. You know, I'm I'm just moving on. But the transition to my next job is going to be kind of weird, and you know, so I'm not trying to spend too much money until I'm sure everything's good to go. And with Night Rain and the whatever DLC, the Liza P DLC on the way. Oh yeah? How did I not hit you? Okay. I don't know, they seem a little unhappy about last match. Okay. Ah, GG. Look at that. Alright, that was enough in a row for me to want to say that we got to get them out of the rotation. So, GG's Pelex. I'll remove you off the list in a couple of hours. GG, yeah, thanks. Hacker? What, you think that guy's a hacker? Or was did I miss something? Or are you just saying that because they're, like, I'm missing hits that should hit? Because that's just Bloodborne. Something I found out about Bloodborne after a couple weeks of the Return to Yharnam thing that I did, where I PvP'd for 2 weeks straight, pretty much. Bloodborne, your hits look like they land, but they don't. Just joking. You don't know the meme. Oh. No, yeah, I don't know the meme, unfortunately. Not gonna lie, I am a little bit happy that I got 2 off that guy back to back as well. And then I said 3 and out. Win or lose, I block someone if I face them 3 times in a short amount of time, just to get them out of the rotation. But I'll go back and unblock them if I didn't find them unpleasant. That's why if you look in the emotes, there's a no-go sign that's called 27 block. That emote is because of how often I block people. That's the reason it's in existence. Discovered a chime. Oh, it's Yoke Frazier, or Phasier again. Nothing's activated. They don't have the elevator. Are they a messenger gift? If you see something I'm not seeing, point it out, because I do not fucking see this person. That looked a little weird. I don't think there's a mimic in this game. It's just the messenger gift, right? Is like sort of a mimic. Might have to block this person and leave. Well, this enemy's dead, so... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yikes. Shit. Is he dead? No. Okay, there it is. We gotta block that guy. He's, not very fun to fight. He's not on my list, though. By the way, do you know anything about Cricket? Like the phone company, Cricket? Yes, I know of them. Why? Unless you mean the sport cricket? Sports. Right, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, the only thing I know that's called Cricket is a phone company. I actually thought Cricket was spelled different. The sport cricket. I guess I was wrong. Let me go back to the dream real fast. I don't really know that much about it, except that you use mallets and you try to hit balls through, like, not exactly hoops, but like arches, I guess. But for whatever reason, Cricket, as you may know, never made it to the United States as like a really big thing. Why do you ask? Are you a big Cricket fan? Were you hoping to shoot the shit about Cricket? The only sport I've ever been big into, like interested in, is American football. But that was about over a decade ago that I started to wane in interest from it, and I pretty much fully lost interest in like 2021 or 22, and I just haven't even considered looking at it again since then. I completely forgot the Super Bowl existed this year, and I completely forgot the NFL draft was happening a couple days ago. Like, it just didn't even occur to me that it was that time of the month, you know, that time of the year. I mean, so I'm pretty much completely detached from that. When I was a teenager, I was really obsessed with it, though. But no, I never got into any other sports, and cricket definitely was never anywhere on my list of sports, and that's mainly because I'm American, so it never really got big over here. If anything, weirdly, cricket is kind of a thing that, like, when we're raised up as Americans, we kind of think cricket's funny. Like, as an adult, I don't think it's funny, and I don't have any like disrespect towards cricket right now, but as a child, if you asked me to play cricket, I would have been like, what? Huh? Excuse me? Who the fuck does that? But, you know, now that I'm an adult, I realize that the sun doesn't revolve around America. Like most Americans seem to believe. Most of my fellow Americans. It's actually funny how, because of the state of America and how our government treats Canada and Mexico, we have like this weird thing where we're kind of disassociating from the rest of the world over here. And it's really easy. Like, our government doesn't even have to try to convince us that we're the center of the world. Not that we are. I'm just saying, like, it's really easy for Americans to forget that other nations exist because we're all by ourselves over here, and we are a world power. So, you know, a lot of Americans have a issue with recognizing that other world powers even exist. Like, Russia and China are like more of a scary boogeyman myth than anything else to most Americans. That's what it feels like anyway. Oh, okay. This is the real one that I actually disconnected. And oh nope, there it is. Just don't press OK. Woohoo! Finally, I didn't accidentally press OK. Wait, really? Okay, cool. I was worried for a second. This seems like it might be, yeah. Oh, is it a duo? Jesus Christ. Well, I didn't expect him to do that. I dodged into him as he was whistling. And swung. I know nothing about U.S. politics, but it's funny to watch. Yeah, it's really scary right now, not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck is about to happen over here. I try not to think about it. Because there was a time where I did think about it and it kind of drove me a little bit crazy. And I really don't want to do that again. I'm just hoping that the people that are in charge that have said things about shitty things that they plan to do. I hope that was a lot of barking without actually biting. And, really, truly all I really want is, well, I mean, there's a lot that I want, but if anything, please just make shit more affordable. That'd be great. That's really what I want. Just want things to be more affordable. And to slowly keep working towards a future where everybody gets to live their life kind of just how they want to without being discriminated against or anything. That's all I care about. Did they summon a third guy for the frontier? Jesus Christ. cool. Ha! What are you doing, bud? Yikes. Okay. GG. That was a hectic one. Run? Oh, yeah. Was 5 minutes enough to capture that whole invasion? It was. It was more than enough, actually. Yeah, that one was really crazy. Fuck, dude. It's funny how I'm getting more casual players after Return to Yharnam than I was during Return to Yharnam. I really thought Return to Yharnam would get me way more casuals. For whatever reason, my right leg is so tense. Hey, Karan, would you be interested in art streams where I stream from my iPad and draw D&D and Souls-like stuff? That sound interesting to you? Because I'm thinking about doing some art segments, mainly because I need to spend time creating character concepts for my Souls-like D&D campaign, and I think it'd be fun to do it on stream. Anybody else can weigh in too if there's people in chat that have their opinion on that. Not just Karan. I don't know about it, but sounds interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, so like it wouldn't be D&D, like it would be I would be creating it for D&D, but it would just be art. And it would be like character designs for enemies and stuff. And maybe some magic items. Like this sword, you know, it's technically a magic item. In D&D, this sword would just be a magic item, and you know, it would be a great sword, a magic great sword, and you would just, you know, it would be like, this great sword has been touched by Moonlight. If you hold it, if you hold it above your head and say the magic phrase, it will gain 1d8 extra radiant damage, and all of its attacks become magical. And you might include some extra basic okay. GG. Yeah. And then put some lore on it, you know? Like a Souls item. Little lore paragraph. But that would be something I do after I draw it, you know? So most of the stream would just be me drawing. And people could watch me draw or give me things to draw that they think would be interesting, like vote on what I draw next maybe or something, you know? And I could ask for advice, like, what do you guys think I should add to this? You know, like, what do you think would make it look cooler? That type of thing. I'm going to jump because I have less than 10 bullets, and that's just not ideal. Even if I blood bullet, like, I don't want to blood bullet if I don't have to. But yeah, I'm creating a whole D&D setting, like a full-on area dedicated to this Souls-like catastrophe thing that's happening. It's going to be really heavily influenced by Elden Ring and Bloodborne, more so than the other Souls games, but there's going to be a little something from every game. But it's going to be its own thing, too. I've created entirely new areas that are not, you know, Souls areas, and I've made all new enemies and stuff that are not Souls enemies. Might even do like a world building stream if enough people get interested in it, and I can like bounce ideas off with chat and stuff. That would be fun, I think. Because, you know, every single stream being me PvPing or me playing through a game that's, you know, because, I don't know, the only games I think I'd really want to play on stream or play at all are Souls games. So, you know, I'm constantly in a state of being challenged. And, you know, if I don't do good overall, you know, people tune out. So to have a stream that's literally just chill and like I'm just drawing and creating cool stuff while people watch and give me advice and stuff on how I could make it look cooler and stuff, I think that'd be a nice reprieve. You said something. So much load on the brain. Yeah, I mean, you mean like how much I have going on, like all the things that I'm thinking about when it comes to my world design and stuff? It is a lot, but I enjoy creating assets and encounters and NPCs and stuff, plot hooks, you know. Like right now I'm currently running a D&D campaign for my players in real life. Like people that I know in real life, I mean. We do it over the internet because we're all dispersed right now, but soon enough we might be close enough that we might be able to do in-person stuff, which would be fun. Really cool. Because we've done in-person stuff a few times, and it was really fun, so I'd love to make it a normal thing we do all the time. But anyway, I'm currently running a campaign for them that's going to lead into another campaign, and it's the third campaign. Like this is the second one, but it's leading into a third one, and it's all going to culminate. And I've been thinking about it and getting really excited for the third campaign, even though we've got a good ways to go before we get there. Like probably another year and a half before we get to the third campaign. And that's only if we keep playing and I do a better job maybe than I have in the past of pacing things. But yeah, there's just like this big, broad storyline that goes over 3 different campaigns with 3 different groups of characters. Like, their characters from their last campaign are all NPCs now that are really important figures in the world. Not every single one of them, only a couple of them are really important. The others are just like, you know, would be considered confidants. If there was ever like a council meeting, they might get invited and they might be able to give like advice, give their opinion. But only like 3 or 4 of them actually became like important figures in the world that impact things on a grand scale. And their current characters are in the middle of making that happen. Saving the world, you know, stuff like that. But eventually, either in between campaign 2 and 3 or after campaign 3, we're going to take a break from regular D&D and we're going to do the Souls-like D&D. And so, you know, I need to start making it and developing it and getting it on the road, because otherwise we're going to finish the campaigns on the regular D&D, and I'm still going to be finalizing the Souls-like D&D. But, you know, at the end of the day, being such a big Souls fan and, like, not wanting to learn how to become a video game developer, but enjoying the idea of making a world and a setting that people can play in that makes them feel like they're in a Souls setting. Something I've always wanted to do, so this is probably the closest I'm ever going to be able to getting to do it, by creating a D&D world for my players. And, you know, maybe putting it on YouTube and getting other people to play it themselves. Oh, it's this guy again. Why are you so passive? Oh, we killed each other. GG. We take those. Yes, Karan, a regular version, like the game where you can PvP and stuff. Yeah, that's only on PlayStation 4 and 5. But if you don't mind not having PvP, I'm pretty sure there's a PC version that you can download as a emulator. It's like PSN or PS4 Shad or something like that. And I'm pretty sure you can download Bloodborne and play it at 60 FPS, but it's only for that, and obviously there's no PvP because there'd be no servers for it. I think that's different than the one that Lance McDonald did that got cease and desist from Sony. Doom, 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 doom. How long was my last stream with Flies of P? It wasn't full 2 hours, right? It was like an hour and 50 something. Almost 2 hours. Yeah, it was an hour and 57, so basically 2 hours. And we're at 1 hour here. So we're gonna go for another hour. If things stay somewhat at this level of or more of activity. But if it gets really slow and invasions start taking forever, then I might end in 30 minutes or 40 minutes, 45. We'll see. Oh, God. I just realized I called someone earlier and left them a message, and because they didn't respond, obviously. And I gave them my number and told them to call me back, and they never did. And I'm pretty sure it's too late for them to call me back now. Like, they would have done it already if they were gonna, which means I'm waiting until tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be a little earlier because I have a meeting to go to at 1:30 normal time, so, you know, obviously that's in the middle of the stream to usual time. Tuesdays I always stream a little earlier in order to not cut the stream early for that. Discovered a chime. Beck. Yep. I think they're across the pond. Oh. They were probably fighting this thing and died to it. Yeah. Probably. Oh well. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. Might as well repair my weapon while I'm here. And then buy shit. And then we'll go back to doing PvP. Just a moment. Alright. Back to the frontier. I'm actually like really feeling the art stream next stream. I might figure all that out after stream, make sure that I have it ready for tomorrow, and then tomorrow might just make it happen. But I think what I'll do is I'll probably stream earlier and I'll do PvP or something, and then I'll do my meeting, and then after the meeting, because I'll still have some extra free time after the meeting, I'll do an art stream, and we'll see how that goes. Souls like art. The pleasure he gains from worldly items disgusts me. What? Reading the Discord. Oh shit. Kawabubu. Oh great. I hate fighting this fucking thing. Okay. What the fuck was that, dude? Alright, I think I might just block them immediately. I really don't like fighting the parasite. I feel like it's kind of a, it's like maybe the cheesiest weapon in the game. Kawabubu 06. That and the bloodletter kind of instant blocks for me. Like, nothing personal, I guess, but yeah. Peace out. Enjoy cheesing everybody else with that build. Except me. You get one. You get your one cheesy fight where you just dodge and then hit one button. Super dope. Oh, it's Blood Moon. PvP. PvEVP. French power. Oh, do you know them? Are they French? Fight my cause, Parasite. Are you blocked still? I don't remember blocking you. Hold on. I guess I should go through and see if you and Fungineer are blocked. Okay, because I probably did block Fungineer last time we played. I blocked a lot of Elden Ring people since the last time I played Bloodborne. Yeah, lots and lots of Elden Ring people. Let's see. Myth Admit. Okay, that's what's I can't remember their name right now, but that's the other panda, I think. There's two pandas that used to hang out. Yeah, there was you. You were blocked. Kalia of the Void. I remember I blocked them on purpose. Wizard Sleeve. They kicked my ass, but we'll unblock them. Monkey Hunter. I remember them. I think that's it for now. Okay. There you go, Blood Moon. Yeah, it's a French guy. We're not particularly close per SE, but we're friends outside the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. The Cause Parasite's weird. I feel like it's a free ticket to not get hit by anything and then to hit someone else from way further away than they can hit you. Because I feel like I almost never hit Cause Parasite players. I don't know if it's because of that weird dodge they do, or if it's just like the lag that comes with that item. But I feel like I almost never get to hit them. And then they hit me for free because I'm in the middle of a swing that didn't hit them for whatever reason, and they're doing their long-ass parasite reach attack. And then they hit me with that big AoE scream thing, and then they dodge into my attack again and hit me again, and I die. Every time. It's always the same thing. And I never know how to counter it. I don't think I can counter it with the current build. It's range plus stagger and dash R1 gives with the lag. Phantom ranges, yeah. Okay, they are probably in the level right now. No, is this alive? It is. And maybe they went down the elevator. Oh, there they are. You gonna fight? Heal. GG. ET Horror 76. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, never mind. We're gonna jump for bullets. How goes it though, streamer? Are you done with pies of Lee? That's funny. Yeah, we actually beat it earlier on stream, about an hour and a half ago. There's a little bit of closeout on the stream where I check the other NPCs and what they have to say, and then I give an outro to the series, and then I talk about how we're coming over to Bloodborne after. But near the end of that, VOD is me beating the last boss of the game, who I'd say is probably about as hard as Melania. They're not too much harder, maybe a little harder than Melania. But I didn't really cheese them, and I didn't summon or anything, so pretty proud to have that on record and stuff. I'm thinking about doing an art stream tomorrow. It might be too late for you. I don't know if you want to attend that or not. I would essentially be drawing Souls-like characters, like enemy-type characters, to fit in my Souls-like D&D world, but it wouldn't be D&D, it would be just Souls-like drawings. And, you know, I'd be asking chat for what they think should be added to the drawing to make it cooler or whatever, to, like, give it a more Souls-like feel, maybe. You know, maybe if I'm lacking in my design somehow. So there'll be a decent amount of interaction in that chat. It won't just be me drawing and nothing else. There'll be probably some like lo-fi Souls music in the background or something. Congrats, yeah, thank you. Like Artorias with enlarged head from Bloodborne. What the hell? No. So, you know, it's like I'll tell you what, it's actually more like, the setting is more like Elden Ring meets Bloodborne, with a little bit of Dark Souls in there, but like there's a heavy gold theme, but there's also a lot of Bloodborne inspiration. After, not only did I go through the game and like learn to love it 10 years after, which is what I did when I did the Return to Yharnam stream. Before the Return to Yharnam stream, I did a whole playthrough, and I fell in love with Bloodborne, and decided that one, it deserved a higher spot on my ranking than it used to have, and two, thanks to some lore videos, I found out that this game is based off heavily based off of shit in real life that went down in the 19th century in Edinburgh, Scotland. Pretty sure it's Scotland. And that inspired me to get more realistic with my inspirations for my Souls-like campaign world. So that's why I say that it's like Bloodborne meets Elden Ring. Sounds pretty dope. It reminds me of Bloodborne radio streams I used to do. You used to do Bloodborne radio streams? Like podcasts, essentially, or what? That's pretty cool. Stakey watch. Oh. Oh, he's laggy. Come on and give me the parry. He's so laggy, I can't even tell that I'm parrying. He's so laggy. He's from the fucking moon. No fucking way. Dude, you'd be dead by now if you weren't literally the laggiest person I've ever fought. Jesus Christ. We gotta block them. Holy crap. Stakey Watch 58. Yeah, we gotta get rid of them. Never again. Pay for better internet. Beg your parents to pay for better internet. For Christmas, for your birthday. What? Wasn't it Stakey Watch? It's not popping up. Streaky Watch. I'll read what you said in a second, Blood Moon. There he is. Get out of here. Gotta jump again because we wasted all of our bullets trying to parry him. No, LOL, it was a mixed bag of either playing select PvP montages or same videos but with diff music to see how they would have turned out if a diff song was used and stuff like that. This guy's net isn't the best, but he's not as bad as some Brazilians. The lag isn't the biggest issue for me. It's the arrogant attitude from winning with the shit net, then thinking you're so good. It might take a while, but for them to show up, yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. You say the Brazilians have bad internet. Back when I used to play Assassin's Creed multiplayer, we had some Brazilian players and some French players that were known in the community, like they were part of specific groups and they would all hang out together, and you'd run into them and play them in a team deathmatch or whatever. Basically the equivalent to a team deathmatch in Assassin's Creed. It was just called Manhunt. But yeah, you would go 1 round offense, 1 round hiders, and then switch to hiders instead of offense. Like attackers versus hiders. Assassins versus hiders. Anyway, and they were always so laggy, and we would typically like win against them. They weren't always able to beat us, but whenever they were at their laggiest, which was pretty much all the time, it would just be us giggling the whole time, like, holy shit, look at them zooming across the map. He just stunned me from across the map. He slid across and killed me from 50 feet away, etc. Yeah, okay. I remember specifically one of them was named Julian, and he was a pretty good player, but a lot of his skill was like, yeah, it was added, like the lag was there, you know. So he would get away with shit that he shouldn't get away with, and because no one wants to admit they're laggy when they're laggy, you know, he would never take it very well when you would tell him he was like just laggy. There was a couple people like that. I've been fortunate for most of the time that I've been on the internet to have pretty good internet the entire time. Not the best. I've never had like fiber or whatever it's called. Is it fiber internet? I don't know whatever the best internets are called. I've never had any of those. I've just had like the $200 Cox, like 400 up, 400 down, or some shit. Or it's like 150 down. Or maybe it's 400 down, 150 up. I think that's what it is. It's up is lower than down in America. Up for almost everybody. In my home state, not in my hometown, but close. One of my favorite streamers actually used to live like 2 hours away from me. And where they lived, their internet, they could get 900 up and 900 down. But it was only in that place. And then funny enough, they ended up moving away to a different state entirely. And I'm sure they still have good internet, but I doubt it's as good as the internet they used to have. Ah, a Moonlight user. GG. Brazilians have always been a plague in most gaming communities, Overwatch, CSGO, WoW, etc. The thing is, most South America countries don't have the infrastructure we have here, so internet tends to be expensive. Only the wealthier or well-off people can afford it. So oftentimes those people come in with the attitude that they're already just better than everyone. They just bring it to the game. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I could 100%. If Julian came from money, he definitely had that attitude about it. Like he was came from money type guy. One of those people that talked a lot of shit, but that if you ever saw them in real life, they would be like, "Oh, hey, haha, don't punch me in the face, please. I know I was an asshole for years." A lot of those people were lucky that we were never able to do anything LAN. Mainly because Ubisoft made it fucking impossible to do LAN. Because the way Ubisoft set up their multiplayer games, every single person, if we ever did a LAN event, every single person would need their own TV and their own modem and their own console. And you would need to bring 3 huge expensive pieces of hardware for every single person attending the event. And then not to mention, the controllers they would need and the chairs and the stands for the TV and the console and the modem. Everyone would need a fucking setup. So doing LAN events was pretty impossible, unfortunately. We always dreamed of it. We were always talking about it. There's a tiny little sliver of me that misses all that shit. It's been so long. 2014 was the last time the multiplayer community was really ever for Assassin's Creed was ever at a decent spot. Now it's probably even smaller than Bloodborne, the amount of people that play it. And I'm pretty sure the only people that can play it are PC players. I'm pretty sure all the console servers got shut down. But for some reason, PC servers are still up. Either way, the people who play those games are so tuned into it that if you ever joined them and you're not one of the people that plays all the time like they do, you just get your ass whooped. Like, they'll invite me sometimes. It's been a while since I've got an invitation, but for a couple of years after I quit playing, like fully quit playing, they would still invite me, and I'd be like, guys, I'm sorry. Even if I could play with you guys, one, my PC isn't good enough to run the game, and two, I played a couple times after the community started to die out on the console before they shut the servers down, and those people were whooping my ass. I was basically like so out of it and so rusty, and just like the meta had shifted, and people were just playing in a different way than they used to, and it was depressing. Not only because I was getting my ass whipped, but because it was the same 10 people over and over again. You'd never get a lobby with anyone besides the same people you see every day. And if you know anything about me from watching me stream in the last couple of months, you should know that I like my variety. I don't like to fight the same people over and over again. So, yeah. Probably never going to get another multiplayer like that ever again, unfortunately. Ubisoft, there's rumors that they are thinking about making multiplayer games again, even for Assassin's Creed, but we're all pretty sure in that community that they're not going to make the same kind of game. Like, it's probably going to be something like Deceit or that one other game where there's like spies and you're like all trying to kill each other or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but we'll never get the type of game we had. My fave multiplayer was Crysis 3 or Halo 3. At least you didn't say Halo 4. Holy shit. I can't remember who it was, but recently someone was like, dude, I loved Halo 4. It was the best ever. And I was like, holy shit, dude. Any old Halo 2 or Halo 3 player or Halo 1 will tell you that Halo 4 is a fucking atrocity. But yeah, I didn't get very big into Halo 2 or 3 or even 1. I was really into the single players, but I just never got into the multiplayers, mainly because I've never been a shooter multiplayer person. And honestly, outside of Halo and Gears of War, I've never been a big shooter guy anyway, regardless. The closest I got to playing a shooter after Gears of War and Halo both kind of like stopped being worth playing anymore, aka after their main trilogies, was the Mass Effect stuff, Mass Effect trilogy. And, you know, even that was basically not really a shooter. It kind of was a little bit of a third-person shooter, but not really. 4 was Reach, right? No, Reach was fine. Halo 4, actual Halo 4, after 343 took over. Because Reach was Bungie's last game, right? And then 343 took over and started making Halo games. And they came out with Halo 4, and Halo 4 was a fucking atrocity. Crysis, I think I tried it once. I never really got into it. I watched a playthrough of it back in the day. Not an entire playthrough, unfortunately. I don't know if you know a YouTuber named Tobuscus. They had a controversy like 6 years ago or some shit, but they had died off well before that. But they used to do playthroughs of stuff, and I watched them play Crysis a little bit when I was like in my early 20s. I see. All I know is Bungie games were good. I can't remember if ODST was them too. ODST didn't have like a traditional multiplayer, if I'm not mistaken. They had like a horde mode thing you could do, where you could play with friends and kill waves of enemies. Which that was something I did do, not in ODST, but in Gears. Me and my best friend who lived across the street from me when I was like 17 and 18, 16, 17, 18. He and I would play horde mode in Gears 2 and Gears 3. We had a lot of fun doing that shit. We used to love that shit. Oh, I see. All I know is... Yeah, okay, he said that. I read that already. I started on Medal of Honor and COD, but they got old fast. Never played Quake, but Doom is pretty fun. I've never played Quake or Doom. I think I might have played one Medal of Honor game back when I was in middle school or high school. But that was like PS2 era. And while I did play COD every now and then, like I played Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, and I played Black Ops. I played all of Black Ops campaign, and I think I played all of Modern Warfare 2 and 3's campaigns. But I had a little bit of fun with the multiplayer, with the PvP. Like I remember I used to like to play I used to enjoy playing a little bit Kill Confirmed, because I could get kills even without actually getting kills, so it made me feel better to see the big numbers, you know, because I wasn't actually that great at COD. But Kill Confirmed, you know, you could take people's kills if they killed someone and didn't confirm it. So, you know, I was able to like inflate my numbers and make myself feel better about my numbers. And then in Halo, I remember Halo 3 and Reach, especially Reach though, I used to play SWAT. I was really good at getting headshots, so I used to play SWAT. And we occasionally played, me and my buddies, we would play nothing but sniper rifles, and I was pretty good at that too. I was alright at it. Like, me and my one friend were pretty good and everybody else was alright, but ultimately we were all pretty solid at it. But, you know, it was just for fun. Obviously you can't do competitive with that. It's like a custom game. But yeah, SWAT was just headshots, right? So I liked doing SWAT. I actually have a YouTube video of me playing SWAT on Halo 4 for the first time with a friend of mine. The audio is really bad in that video, though. Maybe not for the first time. It might have been like one of the first couple of games that I played, and it was a decent game. But yeah, while I dabbled in shooters early on in my life, because I guess like part of me was also trying to fit in with people who played shooter games. Now, these days, I know that I really don't care for shooters, and I'm 100% never going to play a shooter ever again, probably. It would have to be a really special shooter for me to play it. I don't know why I did that. Yikes. GG though. I did custom games on Halo 3 with my bro, and it was pretty crazy. Infinite stickies. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. Instant rocket spawns, unlimited shields, 25% gravity, 300% speed. Yeah, I get those. I probably did infinite stickies at one point. I don't really remember very well, unfortunately. We probably did like nothing but swords at one point as well. Energy swords. I liked Crisis because you could pick up stop signs and swing it to smack people with the concrete slab. That's pretty funny. Like a baseball bat and send them flying too. Yeah, swords and gravity hammers. Oh yeah, gravity hammers. I forgot about gravity hammers. I'm pretty sure we did stuff as well, like only Hornet, like the like driving helicopter things, and only ghosts. I loved fighting ghosts, like bumper car ghosts. Ah man, ghosts. Ghosts were my favorite vehicle in Halo ever. I loved ghosts so much. Hornets and ghosts, yeah. It's funny. I didn't realize I had a little bit of a nostalgia for like Halo and shit, but here we are for PvP Halo. I've obviously got nostalgia for the story mode. Halo 2 is my favorite Halo for story. There's just something about like that game has so many good Master Chief moments. I think Halo 2 made Master Chief who he is, you know? Like Halo 1 was cool and it was like a proof of concept and Chief did cool shit in that game. But Halo 2 made Master Chief who Master Chief is, you know? I mean, from him flying that space bomb back to the Covenant and like blowing their own ship up with their own bomb, or him teleporting into the Covenant lair and looking at that grunt and going, boo. And the grunt runs away, knowing that he's like surrounded by brutes and elites and jackals and shit. Like he's a solo soldier on a Covenant ship with no backup, and he's like, oh, boo to the grunt. There it is. GG. And they fell down into the gutter. Perfect. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's kind of how I felt about Crysis 2. Enjoyed Crysis 3 for multiplayer, but for 2 for story. Yeah. If I had an Xbox. Yeah, probably. My 360 red ringed right after the last Assassin's Creed multiplayer came out. Like it was for a couple years, maybe like 1 or 2 years after it came out, and the game was dying. Then like Unity might have even come out at that point because it was Black Flag. Black Flag was the last Assassin's Creed multiplayer. And then Unity came out, and right after they announced Unity, they were like, yeah, we're not having PvP this time. We're going to step away from PvP. And we all fucking had our hearts broken and did a bunch of petitions and shit, and they still never... We got like 1,000 signatures on a petition, 1,000 plus, and they still didn't, like, you know, think it was worth it, which I get it. If only 1,000 people want you to make the multiplayer, then it's probably too costly to make it. So, you know, unfortunate for us, but Yeah, so like during Unity's lifespan, my Xbox 360 finally red ringed, and I had it since Assassin's Creed 2 came out. So I got to play Assassin's Creed 2, 1 and 2, and then the first multiplayer came out, and with Brotherhood, and my 360 lasted me that entire lifespan of PvP. So honestly, I think I got pretty lucky with my 360, and I kind of remember it fondly for not crapping out on me until the last second, Like it was a fucking soldier, No. What are you doing? That's crazy. They fucking quit. That's insane. I went through like 3 or 4 Xboxes because the red rings were so common. That's interesting. I think I got so I don't know how long 360s were around before Assassin's Creed 2 came out, but like I said, I got my 360 with Assassin's Creed 2 basically. Same thing. Like I got together I got Assassin's Creed 2, and my friend let me borrow his Assassin's Creed 1 right before that, I think. And I had borrowed my dad's 360 because my dad had the 360 in the house and it was his. And occasionally he would let me and my little brother play on it, but we basically had to watch him play games for the most part. But then for Christmas he got me one and got me Assassin's Creed 2 to play on it. And so yeah, and then like I said, that 360 lasted me all the way until Unity, which is fine because once again, Unity was a buggy trash mess anyway when it came out, and it didn't have the PvP. So at the time, I was kind of I almost wanted to boycott Ubisoft anyway because they didn't make the PvP. So I never bought an Assassin's Creed game ever again after that either. I never bought Unity or Syndicate or any of the new style. I tried Unity and Syndicate on my friend's Xbox when he got it, because he did get it, but I never bought it myself. And then I never bought the new age Assassin's Creed games either after that. So yeah. Sorry to hear that you went through 3 or 4 Xboxes. But I must have got lucky. I don't know. My Xbox was a trooper. It's funny. My friend who gave me Assassin's Creed 1, I think he let me keep it. He didn't ask me for it back or anything, and I never. I think I asked him if I could keep it eventually, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." But I was never able to really play the game ever again, all the way through at least, because certain parts of the game had been ruined because my Xbox 360 fell over while the disc was in the tray, because this was before digital downloads, or at least I hadn't yet started to digitally download games by then. If you know anything about 360s turning over, it's a big no-no. Don't let that happen, because it digs a circle into the bottom of the disc and ruins the disc. Yeah, oof. Yeah, exactly. For whatever reason, it would just grind a big old circle into the disc. And while parts of the game were playable, I'm pretty sure at a certain point you'd get to the same point every time, and in Assassin's Creed 1 after that, and it would shut off, and it would be like, this is unreadable. I eventually tried to fill it in with, I think, nail polish. Like, I heard that nail polish was good, and my stepmother at the time, like, let me use some to do it. And it worked a little bit. Like, I was able to play the game, but you would need to redo it every now and then. You couldn't just do it once and then let it go. And parts of the game, even though they were playable, like the graphics would be distorted, or like colors would be the wrong color and shit. And maybe like specific parts of cutscenes would just like glitch out and not work. I got mine around Assassin's Creed 2, Borderlands, and World at War. I never played World at War. I did play Borderlands 2 because everyone was making a big deal over it, and Handsome Jack was getting all this credit for being a really good villain. So I finally broke and got Borderlands 2. But I never went back for Borderlands 1, and I don't think if there is a Borderlands 3, I don't think I picked that up ever. It was an okay game, and I enjoyed it while I played it, but it wasn't for me. Like, it wasn't a thing that I needed to buy the next version or the previous version ever. It was a fine experience, and I liked it for what it was. I think it was the fact that, like, not only were bosses just, like, obviously just, like, damage sponge bosses for the most part in that game, but you know, you could just farm weapons, and you, like, I don't know, there was just something about all that just didn't sit right with me, you know? And it's funny because Night Rain is actually kind of adopting that a little bit, where you have to get weapons as loot, and there are different tiers of loot, and they come with different effects and stuff. But luckily it's going to be enough Souls content for me to not care too much about that. I'm hoping that Night Rain is a little bit like the DLC, where not, I don't mean like the DLC itself, but how Miyazaki lied about the DLC being smaller than it is. He was like, oh, it's just the size of Limgrave, you know, but it's actually like 3 or 4 Limgraves stacked on top of each other. And it's also just definitely bigger than Limgrave. It's like Limgrave and Liurnia and like part of Caelid. And then also 2 or 3 extra Limgraves stacked on top of each other. And it's about the same length as Dark Souls 3, I think, the Elden Ring DLC. So what I'm hoping is, what I mean by that, is that I hope Night Rain has way more content than they're letting us believe. And when it comes out, we're going to be like, oh my god, they fucking duped us again. They made us think that it was only going to be like 1 or 2 maps and just a couple bosses here and there, with not really any new enemy types or anything. And actually, just kidding, haha. That was just for the network test, so that we could test out the game, but there's actually like all kinds of new enemies and new items and a bunch of different bosses, and like even and the ones that are from the old games are updated so that they're better and cooler than they used to be, and all that. I remember people spending extra for some off-brand cooling fans, but still didn't help much when you live in a place like Georgia. Well, so I also lived in the South. I lived near Georgia. I'm not gonna say where I lived, where my hometown is just yet. I don't know, maybe one day. But I lived in the South as well, so I don't know, man. I just got lucky. My Xbox was just built different, I guess. By the way, Blood Moon, I don't know if if you've seen the title or if you've heard me talk about it yet, there's a Discord for the community now. We got a handful of people in there right now. So if you care to join it and get notifications in there when I get live or when I do events or whatever for like followers and subscribers and stuff, you know, feel free to join. You can type 27 Discord to get the link. Damn it. Okay, GG. I'm not really a big fan of that weapon. It's funny how, like, there's, like, basically, like, half the weapons in this game I just kind of hate fighting them. Like, I don't like bloodletters, I don't like Kages, I don't like, that weapon, fucking whatever it's called. I don't like the parasite. I'm not a big fan of fighting against the wheel or the whirligig because typically people just lock themselves into one moveset. With that, they like don't really try to get creative with it, and that ends up being boring to fight against. So, yeah, decent amount of weapons that I'm just not a fan of, unfortunately. But we get a lot of activity on Bloodborne for whatever reason. Probably because there's only one real good area to fight in, 2 tops. What's going on, man? You invaded me. Okay. GG? Yeah, GG. We're gonna jump for bullets. But sadly, I'm not big on modern tech stuff. Oh, do you not use Discord? Okay, well, that's fine. We're between hoping Night Rain does well and versus not. I don't know. If it does well, I don't think that doesn't mean the end of FromSoft as we know it or anything. I think Miyazaki is legit, man. I think he means it. You know what I mean? He gets it and he means it. I have nothing but faith in that man. And I don't know how anybody else could ever question him, honestly, on like gaming and what he's going to do with the company. If I had to trust anybody with my creative projects, like if I just had to like give everything to one person and they had to do something with it, it would be Miyazaki. I would just be like, hey man, I'm not allowed to do anything with these, but you not only are the only one who can do something with them, but you have to. Like the devil that I made a deal with said he'll kill us both, you know, like something like that. Who knows? It would be Miyazaki. No, hands down. It had to be Hidetaka Miyazaki, to be specific. I'm not even in a Bloodborne Discord. I've been invited to a few. Group as someone even in it, but I'm not even in it. I do suggest you post the link to your Discord and Dark Souls 2 stuff in the group, but I'm sure everyone would be happy to join. You mean post? Wait, what? Hold on, I'll ask you after this. What you mean by that? Oh, look at that! Hey, good job. Except you fucking... Alright. You're getting on my nerves, Quinn. Bringing out the fucking cannon after you start... Or Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon Slim, not Quinn. That's actually a funny name. But yeah, they're getting on my nerves. Starting off with shooting me with the fucking Evelyn every... They did it the first time and this time, too. They're trying to get a visceral on me so they can hit me with the cannon on Wake Up. It's pretty lame. And they spent the first half of the fight doing nothing except trying to shoot me. Anyway, I do suggest you post the link to your Discord and Dark Souls 2 stuff in the group. You mean the Bloodborne group? In the Bloodborne group, I added you to the PlayStation. Oh, and maybe ask people in the other groups. People added. It would be nice, a nice place for Dark Souls 2 fans. Oh, well, so have you not been around for one of my Dark Souls 2 rants? Not rants, but like yaps, maybe yap sessions. So I'm not really a fan of Dark Souls 2. I kind of hate Dark Souls 2. I think it's a bad game. I mean, like, okay, I think it's a good game, but it's the worst Souls game by far. So I'm playing it as a milestone. And because there are some people that would definitely enjoy watching me hate play it. Like hate watch me, I feel like. One of those being, I think, Chaotic Snow from YouTube. It's definitely a special one for sure. Yeah, so, it's, you know, those Dark Souls 2 fans might end up not liking what I have to offer. It depends. I'm hoping that I will like Dark Souls 2 more after playing it again, because it'll be like the Bloodborne playthrough where I'm kind of re-experiencing it for the first time after a decade. But odds are I'm not going to end up liking it, and I'm going to probably like fall off and not finish the playthrough. Maybe I'll finish it. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Maybe you should do something different now. BG. Very BG. Extreme BG. Oh, what's up, Zinth Leo? Nightmare Frontier, where it all began. Welcome, Zinth. Or Leo, which one do you prefer? I'll call you either. Definitely, okay. Yeah, that guy was weird, to say the least. But yeah, regardless of whatever you prefer to be called, thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated. We're gonna jump for bullets. Yeah. I might start doing Bloodborne PvP more often, honestly, because for whatever reason, not only does it seem to bring in more people, but we also get more invasions. And while I wish I could invade in more spots, so far today they haven't been so bad. I've been enjoying myself. And Elden Ring, while there's more variety, the invasions are way slower, and there's way more opportunity for people to be annoying in that game. So, yeah, and for whatever reason, the people that watch me don't fucking show up for Elden Ring. They only show up for Bloodborne. Very weird. But whatever. It's funny, Blood Moon, that you mentioned putting my Discord in those different chats, because my Discord link in the chats, because I feel like people who do use Discord would not like that. They would be like, hey, that's not cool that you're posting your Discord in our Discord. Nobody asked you. Self-promotion. Arg, arg, arg. So, I don't know. I mean, they seem to be cool with me posting my stream link in there, so at least there's that. I think when my numbers start getting bigger and I have more people in the community, I think I'm going to make a self-promotion channel in the Discord, because like I kind of believe in it. I believe in supporting smaller creators, you know what I mean? Having been one and having like still kind of am one. You know, I wish there were more places for me to extend my reach so that more people could have the chance to know that I even fucking exist. Like if, you know, if someone... I had to cough. If someone hadn't posted my link in the Bloodborne Discord, you know, I would have never... Really? GG. But yeah, if they hadn't posted, I wouldn't have had the you know, the viewership that I had for the Return to Yarnum stuff. So, you know, it's nice to have places like that to make people aware of the stream and shit. I prefer Atmosphere to that of the Middle Murgo. Huh. Do you mean Nightmare Frontier? What do you mean Atmosphere? The Nightmare Frontier area is more fun, both for running and for killing. Oh yeah, no, I agree. I also prefer this over Murgo's. But I also feel like there's more activity here no matter what. I gotta go back to the dream and spend these echoes and upgrade, repair my weapon. But yeah, Zinth, there is a Discord if you want to join it for the community. We got a handful of people in there right now, and then also, you know, I'll be playing Night Rain when Night Rain comes out, I'll be playing Dark Souls 2 soon, whenever I meet my milestones, as like a reward for meeting the milestones. And then I also plan to play Wolong, especially since a couple people in chat seem to be pretty excited. No one that's here right now, but people that follow me seem to be excited for a Wolong playthrough. And Neo 2, eventually as well. Definitely gonna... I just finished Lies of P. It's on a playlist on YouTube, and I'll be playing the Lies of P DLC when that comes out. I don't see the Discord link. Where is it? Oh, I can get it for you. One moment. Yeah, YouTube's kind of weird. I don't think that there's like an exclamation mark thing that I can do in there. Let me make sure that this works correctly. Yeah, okay. It does. Alright. Here you go. I'll post it in the YouTube chat. I announce when I go live in the Discord on my announcements, and whenever I do a new playthrough of something or whatever, I'll be announcing that. Tomorrow, after my meeting for my job, I'm going to do an art stream where I draw Souls-like enemies for my D&D campaign. So if you care to stick around for that. Okay. Saw Spear for the win. Oh well. Tommy Tom Toes, welcome to the stream. I have Black Myth Wukong. Haven't started it yet. Yeah, I'm not that interested in Wukong. Because it's mostly a boss rush game from what I've heard. From what I've heard. I know there's a little bit in between bosses, but the areas aren't very big, and it's kind of just like fighting bosses for the most part, which is fine, but I don't know, it's just not for me. Wolong, however, apparently is like a little close to Demon Souls, where there's like a mission, like a world select, kind of like Demon Souls has. And then apparently they also have invasions, which I'll definitely be taking part in Wolong invasions when I finish the game, and when I find the item that I can invade with. Be trying that out. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Tommy, and hanging out. Means a lot. All viewership is always very much appreciated. Like I was saying earlier, there's a Discord. If you type !27 Discord in chat, you can join the Discord. We've got a good handful of people in there right now, so I announce when I go live and what game I'm playing in there. You know who I am. Usually I am on YouTube. Oh, who are you on? Oh, ha! Hey, what's up? Thomas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm used to you being on YouTube. I didn't realize that was you. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by, regardless of if you're new or old. Yeah. I mean, you can still join the Discord if you want to. It's up to you. It's open to everybody. Yeah, you could have just said you were Thomas from YouTube. I would have immediately recognized. It actually says you're not a first-time chatter. It didn't say you were a first-time chatter. I'm still getting used to that. But you must have been here before then, on Twitch. And I just forgot because it's been long enough, and yeah. It's always a funny feeling, like talking to someone like they're like a new person, and then finding out like, oh, this is someone who's been here before, and I'm an asshole and forgot. I watch Twitch more often than YouTube, so probably. Yeah. Well, I used to only post my YouTube link whenever I would go live on Twitter. But I've started doing my Twitch link because Twitch is just, it's a superior streaming platform in my opinion. We were having some good invasions. They've started to slow down a little bit now. And honestly, I definitely was not supposed to be playing for this long, but we've had some decent activity in chat today, and we've had some good invasions too, so I've been feeling like going longer. Yo, Horrible Failures, welcome back. It's been a while. Quite a long while. How are you doing? Since you last came here, we've got free follower emotes, so if you think you like any of those emotes, they're free to use because you're a follower, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Damn. GG. Been busy. What's this one? It's supposed to be a Call Beyond, but lull, like it's lulling. It's got a big old open mouth, like it's laughing. It's a Call Beyond, because I love to just throw Call Beyond out randomly. And I thought it would be a fun little emote. But yeah, we got a blood letter that fucking Fungineer loves to come in here and spam a lot. We have a block emote because if I fight someone like 3 times in a row, I just like to have variety. So it's never anything personal, but I'll block people just to get them out of the rotation. And then later on, I'll go back over my list and unblock people that I thought were pleasant. So as long as they weren't unpleasant to fight, I'll unblock them. Even viewers in chat, like I had Blood Moon here. He should still be here, I think. I blocked him and I blocked Fungineer. And they usually stop by to watch, so I unblocked them today because I just haven't played Bloodborne in a little while. But I think I might be hopping on Bloodborne more often because it seems like the people that follow me just tend to prefer Bloodborne over Elden Ring. And honestly, I have more fun playing this game than I do on Elden Ring. So I don't know, I might just become a little bit of a Bloodborne streamer for a bit. We just finished the Lies of P playthrough earlier today. The VOD is up, so if you care to ever watch that, it's there. But also there's a Discord now, HF. Okay. I thought he was going to come up to me and do the swing again. Damn. Okay, wait, we're going to do it again. No! No! He's just spamming. Wait. No! Okay. Jesus Christ. That should have been a parry. Oh no! Is he gonna kill me? Okay. Cool. I'm being a little goofy. I gotta lock the fuck in. Uh-huh. I keep not managing my stamina very well. But yeah, exclamation mark 27 Discord, it's in the title. Oh my god, he's playing so passive. Oh my god, no! Okay. Yes! There it is. Holy shit. What do you think of Lies of P? I thought it was pretty good. I actually put a tier list out in the Discord of it ranked with the Souls games. It's in A tier with Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, I think. Hey, whoever just joined, thank you for joining. Actually, they joined like 10 minutes ago. I can't see because I'm on streamer mode. Actually, here we go. No, it's still, yeah, it won't tell me who it is, but whoever just joined, thank you. But yeah, I made a tier list of the bosses, and I put it in the general chat, and then I made a tier list of the games and put it in general chat. Where the hell did I put it? It's okay, there it is. Yeah, it's A tier with Dark Souls 3, Sekiro. That's where it is. S tier is Demon Souls Original, Dark Souls Original, and Elden Ring, and then that's S plus. And then S tier is Elden Ring. Bloodborne. So it's Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Lies of P. And then both the Dark Souls 2s are in C and D tier. D tier obviously is Scholar of the First Sin, because kind of honestly, fuck that game. This guy's beams do no damage. Yeah, he clearly wasn't in it to win it, you know what I mean? He's not really a PvP guy, I don't think. We started the stream with less than 6, I'm pretty sure, insight. So we've gotten a good, like, 20-something kills today. Yesterday I maxed out rune arcs on my favorite build to kill gank squads with on Elden Ring. I can no longer pick up rune arcs. So that means I've killed like about 650 people on that build. Which is kind of funny to me because I didn't think I was ever going to max out rune arcs on any of my builds. Because, you know, I'm at the point now where Elden Ring is really just not my favorite PvP. And I was worried that I might have to stream that until Night Rain in order to like maintain some sort of viewership, but not gonna lie, I feel like Bloodborne might be the game for me right now, strangely enough. It's interesting how much activity there is on Bloodborne. Elden Ring drains the life force from everyone that plays it. Yeah, it's just so easy for people who don't know what they're doing to beat you because of the way weapons are, and I'm no matter what game I'm playing, I'm always gonna play with underpowered stuff. Oh, it's him again. Oh, this is a different guy. This is the guy from earlier who spammed R1 on me and killed me pretty easily. GG. I got a little lucky. I did not mean to switch my weapon. I meant to shoot, but I accidentally tricked my weapon out, and it ended up hitting them because I don't think either of us expected for me to do that. And then I was able to just finish them off, so, yeah. I still go back to Woods and Pontiff. I haven't been back to Elden Ring since a month after the DLC dropped. You see, I probably would have stopped playing it sooner too, because I eventually did get burnt out and stopped playing it, which is why I picked up Bloodborne and other games in the first place, like Lies of P, to give myself a break, right? And the only reason I played it for as long as I did is because after the DLC dropped, my YouTube picked up, and I got like 200, almost 300, maybe I'm over 300 now, extra subscribers. That before my channel was like kind of dead. So, you know, I felt like a pressure to keep uploading Elden Ring content. But yeah, honestly, I've been thinking about going back to the forest. Not necessarily Pontiffs, maybe Pontiffs. I don't really know how I feel about going back to Dark Souls 3. I think it's kind of similar to Elden Ring, where there's a lot of shit that makes it really easy for bad kids to win. I'm sorry. GG. GG. I could feel the lack of experience coming off that guy. That's okay, though. I like Dark Souls 3 PvP the most. It's the only game I got slightly above average at. I really liked it before they nerfed Bleed. While the Bloodshades and all that was happening, it was great. Before the Bloodshades, it wasn't so great. Bloodshades was great. Nerfed Bleed, and then everything after that, including the DLCs, like adding weapons that just make it impossible to fight gank squads as an invader. Like, the only thing that they did that was good for that game and for invaders was they finally nerfed the damn Seed of the Tree of Giants. That made it was like a 2-hour period where they just popped the seed, and then the enemies would attack invaders for like 2 hours in their world if they weren't killed before that. And it became so common that it was impossible as an invader to like exist, especially in Pontiff where there's silver knights and shit, and the Deacons of the Deep are shooting fire at you constantly, and the giants can hit you and stomp on you and shit. It was impossible. And then but besides that, like I heard like the Murky Scythe thing and the Chaos Dagger thing, because I quit playing after they nerfed Bleed and the DLCs came out, and the fucking Beyblade Great Swords were a thing, the Dragon Bone Duo Great Swords. That shit made me quit hardcore. Like, I haven't touched Dark Souls 3 PvP since then, pretty much. I think I got on a Dark Souls 3 PvP like one time before Elden Ring came out because I just needed to satiate my hunger. Okay, we're probably going to block Cute Pixel Girl now that we've played them 3 times. Oh, they're not even going to bow. I thought we were gonna kill each other. Oh well. GG, but also your build is kind of lame. So we're probably not gonna unblock you. Nothing personal. Nothing personal, kid. They're not showing up. I gotta fucking save a clip and get their name. I think it's also like a weird spelling. It looks like it's Cute Pixel, and then maybe girl is spelt with a I or something, or pixel is spelt with an I. Let's see if they just show up. Before I type the whole name. No, I think it's an uppercase I. for both? They're not popping up at all. Spear in the church battles too. Oh yeah, the spear, dude. I made 2 videos. One that was like that just mentioned it off to the side, and another one that that was mainly about it, about how Elden Ring Night Rain could have optional PvP that you like get a big reward for participating in. So like, you know, however they choose to spawn it, you would just spawn a little cathedral, like a little like a chapel, you know, on the map, big enough for a decent PvP fight to happen. And then just bring back Spears of the Church or something like it, like the old monk fight or anything. And just make it so that like they have to enter it. They have to know that it's PvP before they enter it. Like maybe they get a warning like this is a PvP boss fight. You know, enter at your own risk. And then for beating the invader or the Spear of the Church or whatever they call it, you get like automatic legendary loot, so that people feel incentivized to go do it, so that it's not completely dead. And then people who do it and get beat by the Spear of the Church, the invader, basically, people who get beat by them can't complain. They're like, oh, well, we chose to do that. We chose to go fight the invader. Our run ended because we chose to engage in PvP. It's our fault. We were cocky. We thought we could go 1v3 or 3v1. And maybe you don't even have to enter the entire group. Maybe you know, 1 or 2 people can enter, and the third person can just stay out and revive them after they lose, you know, to make it even less of a run killer. And that would be, like, in my opinion, probably the best way to implement PvP in Night Rain. But, you know, for whatever reason, they didn't think it was worth it or didn't even consider it. Alright, I would really like to not fight this person anymore. This is so boring! You're gonna try to finish me off with the gun, I'm gonna heal on you. BG, I don't like you. Stop coming to my world. I don't like you, cute pixel girl. Yeah, it's definitely pixel spelled regular and then girl with a big capital I. Hold on. We gotta get him out. We got to. Please. Please, I'm done fighting them. I've also defeated them twice now, and they've defeated me once. Or actually, no. I think we're 2 for 2, each of us. Cute pixel girl. With a capital I. Because I guess the first one was taken. There they are. This is them, I think. Okay. We're gonna actually jump just to make sure we don't connect to them again. Okay, so we're gonna go for 20 more minutes, and then I'm probably gonna end stream just because I'm going in over an hour over what I meant to go or before. So yeah, 20 more minutes of Bloodborne PvP, and then I'll end, and I'll be back tomorrow a little earlier than normal because I have a meeting to go to. Tuesday meeting is the thing that I have every week, so I always stream a little earlier on Tuesdays. And then I'll be back after the meeting with a Souls-like art stream where I draw Souls-like characters for a project I'm working on, and I will be interacting with chat and asking for opinions on my piece, like whatever I'm drawing. I'll be like, hey, you know, is there anything you guys think could make this more Souls-like or like better looking in general or whatever? And if anyone has like a good suggestion, I'll add it, you know. And then maybe I'll even have like a, hey, you know, does anyone have an idea for a thing I could draw? And maybe I'll do that. So that'll probably be for tomorrow. Assuming I can get the setup to work right, I'd have to get OBS working because I'm streaming off console right now. So I'd have to download a third-party app to get my iPad to show on my computer. And then I would have to get OBS set up and make sure that it all works first. But if it works, I'll definitely be streaming tomorrow after my meeting. Before and after my meeting. But the after part will be a art stream. Probably only be for like 2 hours. Which is fine because I usually spend like an hour drawing one thing anyway. So we should be able to get about 2 drawings done tomorrow. Because, you know, honestly right now I'm kind of in the phase where I'm just kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. And Bloodborne and Lies of P both stuck. But Elden Ring, for whatever reason, is not sticking. Dude, there we go. I was about to say, the game heard me say we're only going for 20 minutes and was like, fuck you, bitch, you're not getting any invasions. Darth Felix. Okay. Did you die? GG. It's okay, Darth Felix. You'll recover. I promise. Right. Should probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, today has been solid. This was a good stream. God, man, where are the invasions? I'm telling you, dude, game heard me say I'm gonna end stream soon, and it was like, you're gonna sit here and get no invasions for the last 15 minutes of your stream. I'm honestly kind of hyped for the art stream tomorrow. I'm hoping we bring in some new people from the art community. I think that'd be cool. Oh, whoops. Oh, there we go. Discovered a chime. Oh, man. I think I'm gonna make spaghetti for dinner tonight. Oh, shit. Entered the world of multiple people. Come on. Really? Hey, excuse me. Got him. Got him. GG. Dude brought the cannon out too. I could make spaghetti. I could make chicken thighs and some vegetables. I could make pad thai because I have noodles and soy sauce and gochujang, and I can make peanut butter sauce, and I have vegetables to put in it, onions and peppers. I can make a bacon, egg, and cheese. Ah, I just realized I didn't buy any corn. I went to the store earlier and I didn't buy any corn. Oh, you know, I should jump for bullets. Big dumb. Alright. Next up. Yeah, dude, maybe it's been Bloodborne all along, you know? And shoot, maybe I should do a Dark Souls 1 remastered PvP stream coming out. Y'all ain't even seen me on Dark Souls 1. I'm a monster on Dark Souls 1. You get me in a lobby with no Havelmoms. If I'm in a lobby with no Havelmoms, I am a monster. Or I was. I should preface. I got some videos on YouTube if anyone wants to go see. I'm pretty sure I have I even used to do montages. I got a few montages from like 2016, 2017, 2018 on there. Dark Souls 1. Sorry, I got the allergies today. We gonna connect or what? Get me in there. I need to kill. I need to kill people. We got a little over 10 minutes left. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Oh man. Ah, fuck. Bro, how is it that the end of stream ended up being so dead? I wouldn't have minded having a good send-off. Technically, Last Invasion was a pretty good send-off, but I don't want to end earlier than I said I was going to. Oh my god. Please, thank you. There we go. Alright. I think I'm just gonna let the bell sit. I'm not gonna silence it again. Oh man. Y'all ever seen the Dusk Blood emote I made? Look at my Dusk Blood frog. I'm proud of him. Oh, Bloodletter. I ain't bowed, okay. Alright. Damn it. Okay, GG. Kind of like the most passive Bloodletter user I've ever played against. It was kind of weird. I'm so used to Bloodletter people holding forward and dashing and hitting R1. And then occasionally doing the L2. Anybody have anything interesting for dinner? I've got food on the brain because I haven't eaten since the beginning of stream, and it's been like 6 hours. Getting hungry again. Oh my god. Don't forget, I'm going to post a link in stream if you're in here and you haven't joined the Discord yet. Go on and get in there so you can not only be part of the community, but also be here for when I go live, have the notification, and, you know, find out what game I'm playing as well. Look at how passive he is. God, it's so annoying. Bro. You gotta get more aggro, bud. Wow, the lag. The absolute crazy grandfather lag, bro. Fucking holy shit. Not sure if I want to fight that guy again. That sucked. What's his fucking name? No one's showing up. God damn it. I even switched weapons just to, like, give myself something else to do against that guy because he was being so passive. Right, let me... Danny Space K. Alright. Well... Enjoy being passive as shit and laggy to everybody else except me because I'm blocking you. Whoa, what? The Fuda? Is it the same? Is that... That can't be the same guy that I know. I don't think I got the name right. What'd you say? I think it would have been interesting if you used Morty's voice when mentioning lag in matches. Why? I don't even know exactly what... I can't... Jeez, Rick. I don't know. I can't... Yeah, it's just Danny, regular spelling, and then underscore space K. Am I losing it? Why the fuck? Why aren't people showing up when I search their name? That annoys the shit out of me. Danny, regular spelling, underscore, space. Oh my god. Why isn't it showing up? Why isn't it showing up? That's really bothering me. That his name isn't showing up. I would like to block him. Oh my god, okay. Fine. I'd rather not end stream fighting this laggy passive bastard, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. Some people don't show up if you've blocked them before. You'd have to go to your block list and unblock them and reblock. I don't think I've blocked this person before. There's no way. Sometimes you won't even be able to search their name in the search bar. But if I blocked them, wouldn't they be blocked? Yeah, I mean, I fucking, there's no way I'm gonna go through that list. There's thousands of people. Whatever the max is before people start getting deleted off of it, I'm at the max. I promise. No, blocking is temporary. Eventually, you encounter them again. Well, then I must have encountered them a really long time ago, because like I'm pretty sure if I go down my block list, people will be there from like a year ago. Oh, hey, did you? Yeah, you posted my link in the chat. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, blocked players. If I just go down this, oh yeah, it's moving slow. You can't see it. You can't see it, but the bar on the side that like shows how far down the list you are, it's moving at a snail's pace, and I'm just holding down, and it's just flying by. The names are just flying. So I don't think I'm gonna find this guy. Like those names were flying faster than a #1 Twitch stream chat that isn't on slow mode. Oh my god, alright. It looks like we might not be getting another invasion before the end of stream here. I'm hoping we do. I'd like to get at least one more, and I'd rather it not be that guy, but I feel like it's gonna be that guy. Oh my god, please. The desire to spam is so strong. I know what that looks like. I've reached the max and eventually had to unblock cheaters so I could make space for laggards. Oh yeah, I actually haven't reached the max then, I guess, if it tells you that you're at the max. I didn't think you could actually max out. Cheaters you can beat, some laggards are just unkillable. Yeah, well that guy was pretty unkillable. I mean, not super unkillable, but like he plays so passive and he uses the bloodletter, which does a fuck ton of damage. And then yeah, he killed me like he swung at something that was here, and I was already over like here, which no R1 no attack he has should be able to hit me from that far away. You know what I mean? And I was already like past rolling like once. I was like this. It was like that, and he hit me, and I died. So yeah, I don't know. I would like to block that guy, but oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna silence it, just because we're getting really close to the end here, and I'd like to get one more in. Come on. Oh my god. Please. There it is. Okay. So yeah, we actually are over the time that I said I would finish stream at, but I want one more invasion. Win or lose, this is going to be the last one. So thank you for everyone who stopped by. I assume people are going to clear out even before the invasion starts. Don't forget to join the Discord, !27 Discord. It's in the title. It should be in the title. And at 20 subscribers, we're doing a Dark Souls 2 playthrough as a milestone reward. Plus, free follower emotes, by the way. If you follow, you get like 3 or 4 free emotes that don't cost any money. And one of them... oops, I fucked up. I was about to say one of them is Duskbloods, but that's actually a subscriber emote, is the Duskbloods emote. Soon we'll do a Wolong, not Wukong, but Wolong playthrough, which is like a Souls, it's a Souls-like, and it has invasions, but it's also apparently like in the same universe as Dynasty Warriors, which is interesting. And then also, definitely going to be playing Night Rain when Night Rain comes out. And the Lies of P DLC, which we just finished Lies of P earlier on stream. Oh good, it's Qui-Gon Slim. What a great person to end on. This guy tries to parry, like, is like, he wants to parry you, visceral, and then hit you with the cannon on wake up. So... not a big fan of this guy's playstyle, but whatever. Oh, wow, okay. Well, GG. GG, Qui-Gon. And I'm pretty sure you're on the list of people that I can block, so because I don't like your playstyle, we're gonna get you out of here. And that's how we're gonna end stream. Thank you, everybody who stopped by. GG, thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. It's always appreciated a lot when people stop by and hang out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming a little earlier and ending earlier than normal. I usually start at 12:30 Central American time, but we're going to be starting probably at 10 or something like that tomorrow because I have a Tuesday meeting with work. I work at home. But we have a meeting, and then after the meeting is over, which is going to be at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock-ish time, I'm going to start an art stream where we do Souls-like characters for a project I'm working on, and I will like ask chat for advice on how to, you know, add things to characters to make them look more like Souls, or for inspiration from chat and stuff like that. Oh, no, we don't want to invade again. Let me get back to the dream. So yeah, if you join, oh god, I'm at, fuck. I don't want to lose all those souls, echoes, I mean. Alright, yeah, we're gonna jump again, because I'm not trying to get an invasion. But yeah, so we're gonna do an art stream after the meeting, at like 3 p.m. Central Time in America. Hi and bye chain. Duckers. Oh, Chai, what's up? Damn, it's the end of the stream, Chai. I'm sorry. You can watch the VOD, and we also just beat Lies of P, so if you care to watch the end of that playthrough, I defeated the last boss today. But yeah, literally about to sign off right now, Chai, so thanks for stopping by anyway. Be back tomorrow. Like I said, with more Bloodborne. I'm actually going to probably start using Bloodborne as one of my main games because it seems to really bring in people. So, more Bloodborne tomorrow. Art stream sounds pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be dope. I would enjoy if you showed up for that. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, peace out, everyone. Have a great day.